All right. Hi, my friends. How are you guys today? I'm so glad you're here. I have a really special guest. Her name is Amy, and she is a work-life harmony coach. And I am always looking for harmony in my life. So, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. And aren't we all looking for a little more harmony in our lives these days?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, I would love to know on this podcast, we love to share our stories and our journeys. How is it that you became a coach?
Well, my path to becoming a coach, I was actually in HR for over a decade, and I loved the people interaction. I was always that like warm HR person that people felt comfortable coming to. And to be honest, I don't know if it's just me, but who heard of life coach as like the options to
Yeah,
pursue a
no.
career? Not me.
No.
So I just didn't know that it existed, but actually when I did my very first certification course and became certified as a life and leadership coach, I knew that it was my path. I was so excited about it. I was all in. So that was close to 5 years ago now. And I actually predominantly ended up doing business coaching,
Okay.
which was so cool to be able to. I feel like the HR side of things was me helping the person. The business coaching was me helping their business and have that alignment and more strategic. And then the work-life harmony is me marrying the two now and saying I want to help the person so that they can excel with their work.
Yeah, it sounds like you have always been looking out for the person behind the job. So, thank you.
100%.
So, what are some of the things that you offer? What does your coaching do?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll
So,
say I'm a huge coaching fan. I am a life coach as well, so I'm a huge coaching fan. I think we could all use them. So,
mhm.
yeah, what do you offer?
I love that you say that too, because I think coaching is still so vague. So
Yeah.
sometimes people aren't sure what it is or how it can help them. But my approach to coaching, I do the one-on-one coaching sessions where I really partner with people, understand their goals and clarify things and uncover some of the limiting beliefs and make things actionable. Because I feel like that's the biggest block is sometimes A, you don't know what the limiting beliefs are and really do that work.
Mhm.
And then once you do the work, how do you take what you've walked away with and put it into action? So I
Yeah.
love working with people there. But I'm really excited because I'm in the process of launching a community membership for moms with young children. And I keep getting the feedback from moms. Where is my village? I'm supposed to have
Uh-huh.
a village. And
Mhm.
so, in search of that, I really want to create a community for these moms where of course, it's the village, it's the hearing one another's shared experiences, it's the learning from one another. But I'm really excited because my background, I'm so focused on being growth oriented that I'm going to have guest speakers come in. What are those things that are on your to-do list that you're not getting to? The trust and will documents, the investment strategy, like, have it really be a holistic experience from others.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I know. We need all the help we can get. So I appreciate that. And those are things that that we tend to not even think about that are on the back of the mind, having the wills and the trust and all that set up. So that's really interesting. I appreciate that a lot.
No, thank you. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been in
Yeah.
the works for some time, so I'm just really excited to get it off the ground and really be able to take what I've been doing one-on-one and just bring it to a wider audience.
Yeah, definitely. I know. Especially when COVID hit and Zoom meetings became like more prominent,
Mhm.
um, finding my community that wasn't necessarily in my community was a big deal because it showed how many people out there are going through what I'm going through, and I live in a very rural area, so talking to other people can be hard, but getting on Zoom and having a community really helps a lot.
Yeah, and I've especially heard with moms of young children, it's like sometimes you're breastfeeding, you only have a finite amount of time, or just for whatever reason, being able to jump on from the comfort of your home is just a really nice option to have.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. So do you have any tips or tools or anything you can tell us about getting that work-life harmony? What are some ways that we can get some more harmony in our lives?
I love that, of course. I love that. I could talk about it all day. But but I think the most important thing, and especially you as a life coach, will resonate with looking inward, like really assessing what you need, where you're feeling off balance. And I think for a lot of people, it is actually prioritizing taking the time for yourself because I think people get that clarity in different settings. Some people it's, they need some time to journal and just aren't prioritizing it. Going for a walk, I've heard some people say swimming is like their passion and they get, that space, going out for a jog, whatever it is. And so I think it sounds maybe unconventional to think about it this way, but I don't think most of us get our like aha moments sitting at our desk because it's 9 to 5.
Yeah,
So,
I 100% agree.
yeah. So putting yourself in those environments where you can get the clarity, because I think that's the first step. Once you have the clarity on your vision, we can make sure that things fall into alignment and that you're really being intentional with the goal. It's more likely for people to be able to support you with what you really want to do once you know what that is.
Yeah. Yes, I align with that so much. I think, like people are like, "Oh, I have my best ideas in the shower," or
Yeah.
you need that time where you just aren't thinking about everybody else. And often at my desk, I'm thinking about all the things I have to do and all the things I should be doing. So taking that walk or that swim or something, and where you can just focus on the present right there,
Yeah.
really allows you to think about yourself for a minute, which is really important.
Yeah. And when you say that, I think of sometimes our desk can be our most stressful spot in the house. So you have your notes and your things you need to be doing. And so, yeah, maybe stepping away is the best gift you can give yourself.
Oh, nice. I know coaching is so important, because in my life, I need somebody who can just encourage me and motivate me and not be on that like solo island all by myself. There's goals I have, there's things that I want to do,
Yeah.
but it is so hard to do it by yourself. Can you
Yeah.
just talk to me maybe a little bit about why coaching is good for people or what you do to help people and motivate them?
Yeah. Um, I love that you say that too, because I think, especially with coaching, like here I am, a coach on another coach's podcast. And
Yeah.
I think that it's so amazing that your show exists to nurture other people and to give them exposure to, different coaching styles and personalities. And so that's one thing I would say is that I'm a very heart-centered, holistic coach, and that's my approach to things. Um, in general, in life, I'm very calm and I'm very balanced. So if you come to me in a frenzy, I'm gonna be that like, maintain the groundedness.
Wow.
And so my clients appreciate that with me, that I'm motivational, I'm inspirational. I'll still hold you to what you said you needed to do and what your intention is, but I'm very heart-centered. And so, I think sometimes when people are feeling all over the place or parents are juggling all the things, it's nice to have that like grounded person to go to. And like we were just talking about that outside stepping away from things, I have the outside perspective to say, hey, I know you mentioned your, brother-in-law comes down for a week for vacation. Can he stay for an extra week and help with some of the appointments you're juggling for your parents or like those kinds of like little ideas where it's like, I never thought of that. You're so in it.
Yeah. Oh, I love that thought of the coaches from the outside because yeah, we're so in it, we're so bogged down by the everyday that we need somebody to be there to remind us and to motivate us and come up with the ideas that we just can't.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And so many of those ideas tend to be connecting further to your own community. So I love that too. Like sometimes it is the mom who, leans into the other parents at the kids' daycare to do a carpool. Like those little ideas where it's like, well, now I'm closer to those parents too. So it's just really nice to see their world expand too.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That kind of brings me to a question that I ask everybody who comes on my podcast. And my podcast, like you said, is about nurturing yourself because it goes right along with what you're saying. Like we have to take care of ourselves. That way we can take care of other people. I'm just wondering, you personally, what are some ways that maybe you nurture yourself?
Oh, I love that thought. Because as a coach, like, of course, we're in this space where we need to hold ourselves to
Yeah.
what recharges us.
Yeah.
So, some of the things I do, I love yoga. I've been
Okay.
practicing yoga for a very long time, and especially heated yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, to sticking myself in an environment where things are easy because life gets busy and I have a 1.5-year old and I have my business and just making sure that I don't let the outside things derail my plans. So I keep the yoga mat in the car. I
Yep.
sometimes schedule my yoga in advance the week out. So like, I just remove barriers and that's one thing I love to do with my clients too is like how can we make this as easy as possible? And so all I need to do is show up.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's such an important thing to remember is to make the steps easy because if they aren't, you're going to have a million reasons why not to do them. So, having your yoga mat in the car, like you said, scheduling it in advance, it just makes it flow that much easier. Um,
absolutely.
yeah, and yoga is so great because I know for me, it just again it's one of those things that drops you into the moment.
Mm,
All you're thinking about is that moment and your body and so yeah, yoga is amazing to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I love it. Long term, very dedicated to that. But I'm actually in the process of doing, I just completed a course that actually helps people with tactics, but also removing your limited beliefs
Okay.
and taking some tactics away from the program to actually help you in the moment. So that program was called Positive Intelligence, and it's really nice that I'm going to be incorporating like pieces of that now into my coaching, which I'm
Yeah.
excited about.
Oh, that sounds really interesting, right up my alley.
Oh,
Yeah,
good. I'll
yeah,
send you the information on that too, because
yeah,
it's a great program.
yeah, definitely. Anything about mindset, I'm really into. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, I appreciate everything that you just shared with us, Amy, so much. I can definitely have everything linked below because I know there's so many people that really just need that coach, that need that motivation, that person to go grounded to. And if they have young kids, that community that you're talking about, yeah, just to help them in their everyday life and find that balance. So, yeah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you creating this platform and just amplifying coaching in the way that we can support others. Amy Pierre-Russo is where I am on my most of my social. I'm most active on LinkedIn. I'm becoming more active on Instagram. So I love to connect with people.
Awesome. That's great. Is there anything else we can do for you today?
I think that's just about it. If people want to
Okay.
keep an eye out, my new community is going to be Harmonious Parent, and so I'm really excited. That's going to be launching later this month.
Okay.
So just keep an eye out for more details on that.
That sounds so amazing. All right. Well, thank you so much again, Amy. I appreciate you being here. And to all you out there, definitely go look up Amy, look up her community. If you have young kids, it sounds like an amazing place. If you are just finding that you need some more harmony in your life, look her up as a coach. And remember, I always say, choose yourself. And I love you. And I'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah.